So this intro might be a little bit long. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some struggles that I've been having recently, not semi recently, with just staying focused. And yeah, let's get into that. So basically, this weekend was a huge failure, and the beginning of the week has been a huge failure. So 4 days in total have been just a waste. My weekends I kind of want to be a waste, so Saturday and Sunday, fine. But Monday and Tuesday, not fine. I've been very distracted. There's so much stuff going on. NBA Finals, NHL Finals, E3, Pokemon Community Day. What else? I've got a Crunchyroll subscription from Twitch Prime that's running out in 4 days, and I've just been grinding watching that before, my subscription's up. I've been watching One Piece, in case any of you were interested, and the free version on the website doesn't have English subtitles up until episode 207. So I've been grinding that to try and finish up to episode 207. And I definitely made some progress with that over the weekend, but I'm not really happy about it. So it's Wednesday. I'm caught up, I haven't finished the episodes. There's no more E3. I'm not going to watch the Game 7 tonight. I haven't watched the NHL pretty much all season. So I'm chilling with that. Tomorrow, I'm definitely going to watch the NBA Finals. But yeah, I need to focus, buckle down, get my priorities straight, time manage. On top of that, before this weekend, pretty much everything that I was working on, I couldn't film. So there's that. I've been working on my personal site, revamping that, my resume, cover letter stuff, been doing a lot of just research. And I may have mentioned that in the previous episode. Not sure. I don't remember. But yeah. And over the weekend, I only did a Guitar Hero 101 video. I wanted to edit my Flames Progress videos and edit these videos, but I haven't yet. So that's another weekend that I have to wait to do that. And yeah. So it's been really tough for me lately to manage my time, but I just need to utilize the whiteboard over here more and just really write down everything that I want to do during the day and just cross it off as I go on. I haven't been that great about that. So I have a few weeks because I want to do a video every week. I have 5 weeks of videos, 6 weeks technically, to get my site revamped and everything like that, so I could start working on projects again and leak code to show you guys that. So that's what's been going on. You probably won't see me for a few weeks. I'll make my hair will be longer maybe or something, or it'll be cut again. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah. Oh, and we got the cat right here too. So there you go. Wish me luck. All right, real quick. It's been a few weeks. My hair grew. Yeah, hello. But it's really late and I need to get to bed. So that I basically have been working on my portfolio website. That's all good. I spent a week making that look good on mobile. And then I spent a little bit of extra time editing what's written on there. And recently I just updated my resume. And I've been doing some lead code here and there. And also doing some just watching YouTube videos from like software developer people that try and help you get jobs. So been doing a lot of studying and not a whole lot to show you guys. I mean, I could have shown you lead code, but I want to do something a little bit different with lead code. Maybe instead of adding to this series, I can just do like me solving a lead code problem here and there, and then having people of the internet make fun of my answer. So off we go. Let's show you what I fixed. So last time you saw this thing, the whole table had a scroll bar, and then the table header would disappear. So just to reiterate, if you guys don't know how I got to this point, basically I had the table working perfectly. This thing was done. I set a custom scroll bar, and it just looked great. And it was all one table. I'm jumping ahead of myself right now, but yeah, I checked it on multiple browsers, and turns out like Firefox and Internet Explorer, Edge, whatever you want to call it, some of them don't allow for scrollable table bodies, and some of them don't allow for customizing scroll bars. So yeah, my solution was to contain the whole table in a div and then set a overflow property or CSS overflow to scroll. And then my issue was that, the whole table was set to scroll, so including the table header. So then the table header gets lost when you scroll down, and I think that's where I left off in the last video. So I solved that. What I did was I separated the header into its own table, and then down below we have a div, and then inside that div is a table, and then inside that table is the table body. And yeah, so the scroll bar is actually the div being scrolled, not the table. So it's pretty nifty, but changing this caused a lot of problems. So separating the header with the table, a lot of my Ajax requests just didn't work. The table height was different, and just I had so many problems that I needed to basically resolve because of this. But you deal with that when you get an end result like this. But I came across the problem where the header was shifted to the right because of this extra space here. So it's just Bootstrap, just trying to fill out the whole row evenly. So basically you need to calculate what the width of the scroll bar is, and I Stack Overflowed that and figured out or found an answer that I wish I figured out, because it's really just like duh. So what you do is you use JavaScript to find the width of the container, the div, because the div is from here to here, and then the table body is from here to here. So what you do is you use JavaScript to find the width of the div, and the width of the table body you subtract the two, and the difference is the scroll bar width. So after you have that, you set the width of the table header to that, and then with JavaScript, and then you have a nice lined up table. So you can actually see it if you just spam F5. You can see these two rows or columns being shifted into place. So you could see where they are trying to be, but then I set them into place. And then I also set them into place in mobile view. So there you go. When the table gets bigger or smaller, I recalculate the width and all that. So there you go. So that's one thing that I solved. And then I thought I was done. I really thought that this was the end of me working on this. But I ran into a back-end issue, and I know I've been doing a lot of front-end development, but I've been trying to do some back-end as well. So I don't know if any of you noticed, but I got rid of the duplicate songs. So there's no 2 Top Gun anthems and no 2 The Kills. So basically what I did is just looked for if the key for the SQL row, if those are different, but the titles are the same. Great, problem solved, right? Wrong. So what happens if 2 songs have the same title but they're by a different artist? There's covers of songs. There's I could think of a song 2 Weeks by All That Remains and 2 Weeks by Grizzly Bear. So I may have deleted some extra stuff, some false positives, and it's a good thing I have a local server running. So yeah, that's why you run a local server to test your code, everyone. So yeah, had that problem, and then I added a constraint to the title column where that needs to be unique. But I mean, if you look here, you don't see it, but when I type in Top Gun Anthem, another one shows up that was added today. I don't know what's going on, so I have some digging to do. This is the next thing. This is the hopefully last thing. Please be the last thing so I can move on for this site. My goodness, this is terrible. But yeah, there you go. That's what I have. I'm hoping to have this solved by the end of the episode, and then we can move back to we can start React stuff. I'm gonna start my own React site, and I'll bring you along with me. It'll be great. So let's get this done and then move on to week 7. And by week 7, I mean episode 7. All right, here is my solution for the duplicates. And I say my solution loosely because I looked up a solution that is a one-liner. All I need to do is change out one line. Comment this out, add this. That's it. So I don't fully understand what's going on here, but I saw an example where someone is creating a registry, basically, where there's a first and last name, and it's checking to make sure that first and last name are not equal, because 2 people can have the same first name and more than one person can have the same last name. So it's checking the combination of both, first and last name. Is this what's trying to be added, first and last name, the same as this first? You get what I'm saying. So creating a primary key from the first and last name, in my case, title and artist, it works the same way because 2 bands can have the same song name, but they're different songs because it's from different bands, and the same band can create multiple songs, but if the same band creates the same song name, then it's clearly a duplicate. So this works perfectly for me. My guess is that the primary key is a unique value. I thought back in the day, I always thought you needed to set primary key to unique, but for whatever reason this works. I've checked it, and maybe the primary key is generated from these values, and yeah, if it sees the same primary key, it just ignores it. So if it already exists, it just ignores it, and that's it. So I'm not entirely happy with this solution because it involves me deleting the table I already have and creating a new one. I feel like I could alter the table, but I don't want to do that. I just want to, get to a different project and just move on from this. And lastly, the only other thing I can think of to add to this is a way for me to update the table if I remove songs from my game. And I could come up with like a PHP page or script that, goes through the song text file that Clone Hero generates and removes instances of songs that just don't exist in that file, if that makes sense. And I'm saving that for when I dive into backend. That, or if I start streaming Clone Hero song requests more often and the songs that are on the website don't exist. If that becomes an issue, then I'll start working on it. But for now, I'm gonna stick to the front end stuff. I really want to get into React, so that'll be next. But the next video I'm gonna be releasing is just a progress report. I'm just gonna run through that list from episode 1 and just let you guys know what I've learned so far and how I feel and everything like that. And then episode 8 will be me starting the React project. So that's that. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, let me know how you guys are liking the series. We're almost caught up. I'm gonna catch you guys up very soon, and then we can be sort of in real time. You could be more close to where I'm at. So I hope this video didn't end up being too long. But that's it for me. I'll see you guys in episode 7.